How you going, guys? And in this video, it's another video about solipsism. Now, I might sound like a dog with a bone on this topic, but it's for a good reason. Because I'm starting to get the odd comment of pushback regarding solipsism, how they don't like what I'm saying, or perhaps it sounds like I'm bringing other creators down in regards to Leo Gura. That's the only creator I've talked about. And that's why I thought I'll proceed further with this. Because people that get upset with me talking about this or bringing Leo down, you guys are taking it the wrong way. I'm all about love, compassion. I'm all about understanding the other side. And I'm also about, in my own little way, I'm just a small creator. Someone like a Leo he's got 1 million subscribers. But in my own little way, I'm trying to counteract these views on solipsism. Because to be honest, I've heard people say, if solipsism is real, it gives them a sense of terror, fear, a sense of loneliness. I only counteract these solipsistic videos because the wrong person hearing it at the wrong time, it can cause them mental disturbances. So I'm doing this out of a sense of love, and I genuinely like back and forth discussions. That's why in my last video on solipsism, I said, can you tell me how you view this reality as a solipsist? And that's why I'll keep hammering home the point, solipsism is a belief. Just like non-duality, just like believing I'm a separate person in a separate world. The solipsist says only my mind is sure to exist. And the question I would have is, if you gravitate towards that philosophy, maybe you innocently believe that because you've been told that by someone like a Leo Gura. But if you've analyzed this and studied it and come to that conclusion yourself, my question is, why would you choose to believe that? Are you wanting to do that to isolate yourself from others? Think they're just a figment of your imagination, discount their experience, think, well, they're not real anyway. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what you're thinking. If you're told solipsism is real and you don't investigate, that's why I'm making these videos, to show you, to really get to the bottom of what's happening in reality, to show you don't need a sense of fear. You don't need a sense of isolation. But if you've come to these conclusions yourself, please tell me how you view others in the world. I believe in non-duality. I've said that many times. Solipsism is a belief. Non-duality is a belief. But what non-duality is pointing to, as I say many times in these videos, is it's not that only your mind exists. The feeling of consciousness is the only thing you know for certain that exists. You know you're conscious. That feeling of existence is the only thing you know. Then all these thoughts of, I'm an atheist, appear. I'm a solipsist. I'm a non-dualist. Someone left a comment, and I won't direct you to the comment. I don't really want to single them out. But what they were saying was, this battle of terms is very uncomfortable for them, and they prefer a content creator that doesn't bring others down. And that is their interpretation of what I'm doing, like I said. But it is a battle of terms. Because if people start believing this is real, like I said, if it brings you a sense of peace and happiness, that you're the only mind that exists. I mentioned in another video on solipsism, would have been my last one, I mentioned it briefly, where one of the benefits of solipsism would be a loss of fear. If you truly believe others are figments of your imagination, you shouldn't be scared of them. But then I also posed the question, if you believe others are a figment of your imagination, and so am I'm a figment of your imagination, wouldn't that give you extreme accountability? You can't be angry at me. If I don't exist, from my end, if I'm not conscious, you shouldn't be angry with me. I'm a figment of your imagination. So to get angry at me, to criticize me, is criticizing yourself. So basically, that's where I'm going with these videos on solipsism, guys. If you want an overview of what I'm trying to do, is to really dig into this philosophy of solipsism, show you that it's just a belief like any other belief, for the very fact that maybe it will save some people from feeling paranoid, feeling alienated, feeling lonely. Do my loved ones exist? I've heard negative comments like this. That's why I make these videos. And if you've got a positive experience with solipsism, again, I'd like to hear. I do not care what anyone believes, as long as it brings them more happiness into their life. I'm always talking about non-duality because non-duality is saying there is the one consciousness illumining my body and mind, your body and mind, 8 billion bodies and minds, all the bugs, all the plants, the one consciousness. When I say I and you say I, when all 8 billion of us say I, we're talking about the same I. And what are the implications of that when you view reality through that worldview? Through the non-dual view, you realize the fabric of me and you are one. We're the same fabric. And you also acknowledge I'm having my own personal thoughts and feelings through this body and mind, so are you. But the I we're both talking about is the one and only I. And what are the implications of that? Treat you as another version of me. Show you love, understanding, patience, compassion. Know that you're having your own internal experience. But it is the one I illumining all of us. And that's what I'm saying. It's not going to make you feel isolated. It's going to make you feel connected. It's going to make you feel one with the other. You realize ultimately there is no other. There is just the one source appearing separate, but still with individual bodies and minds. You're loving another version of yourself. It's like I'm the left hand, you're the right hand, but we're part of the same body. There's the one consciousness running through my body, but I don't feel more of my left hand than my right hand. I'm the left hand, you're the right hand, someone's the left foot, someone's the right foot, someone's the left ear, someone's the right ear. See what I'm saying? We're a unified whole. That's what non-duality is saying. It's to unify you. It's to unify reality, to show love and compassion. And again, when people say, like that comment mentioned, I could have put it on the screen, but I don't want to single them out. I'm just showing you. They had an issue with the wording and saying I'm bringing Leo Guru down. I'm picking on him. That's what I feel they were getting at with their comment. But it's not about that, again, like I said. Many people will look up to Leo. Of course, he's got 1 million subscribers. And all I'm saying is, if you take that on as a belief system, I'm the only mind that is sure to exist, that is a belief. Sure, you can't prove that I'm conscious, but you can't prove that. So you can't assume I'm not conscious. That's just a belief system. And again, if you choose to believe this after doing your own research, why? Why do you want to think I'm not conscious? Why do you want to think I'm not real? Do you want to just have the ultimate opinion on reality, discount the thoughts and feelings of apparent others that are apparently a figment of your imagination? And also, even if you believe in solipsism, if you do the wrong thing to me, an unconscious character, I'm going to get revenge. I'm not a violent person, but I'll at least call the cops on you. So I won't be coming after you. The cops will. The unconscious cops that are a figment of your imagination, if you hurt me, for instance, in this example, they will come and put you in the prison. Unconscious figments of your imagination will make your mind a misery. So that's all I'm saying. Again, I'm like a dog with a bone on these solipsistic videos because I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to show them another alternative. We always emulate who we look up to. That is said in the Bhagavad Gita. How the wise live is an example for others. Leo's got 1 million subscribers. People are going to look up to him and may take what he's saying as gospel. So in my own small way, I'm just trying to counteract that and say, that isn't your only alternative. If you like the views of the solipsist, fair enough. We're all just living our own life. But if you think it seems to be true, oh my gosh, what does this mean for my life? And it's giving you fear, terror, panic, just remember what non-duality is saying. Everything is a belief. The solipsist says only my mind is sure to exist. The non-dualist will say only the feeling of consciousness is sure to exist. That all these thoughts of solipsism, non-duality, religion appear to. Your thoughts aren't conscious. You are conscious of your thoughts. Your true self is the total mystery and miracle. We ultimately know nothing. That's what you really need to understand. We ultimately know nothing. So have an open mind. Don't get so caught up in these belief systems. We need a belief system to function. That's why I said non-duality is a belief at the level of the mind, but a felt experience at the level of the heart. So I live through the non-dual lens. That's my belief system. What does that do for me personally? I see others as another version of myself, the one appearing separate, and I think and feel that they have their own inner experience. And because they have their own inner experience, I treat them with love and compassion, how I would want to be treated. Ultimately, that's a belief system, isn't it? But at the level of the heart, non-duality can show you this is a felt experience that goes beyond logic. So to summarize this video, guys, and to end this video, I'm not here trying to bash others. If you truly listen to what I say about Leo, or anyone that's a solipsist, I'm just trying to pick holes in their story and to show you there's another way. This is all philosophy. And if that's offending you as a solipsist, I'm a figment of your imagination anyway. So you're only offending yourself. And I'm not being smart about that. That's all I'm saying. So you can choose to think and feel whatever you think and feel I'm saying. If you think I'm getting very picky with terms, I am. Because that's the difference. Solipsism and non-duality can seem very similar, but the implications of believing this over that are very vast. And whatever philosophy you pick in life, solipsist, non-dual, I'm a person, a separate person in a separate world, I believe in a God, whatever it is, you know the only way forward, love. Whatever you believe, love others. Operate from the root of love, you cannot go wrong. That's all that it comes down to. If ever you're feeling fear, separation, better than others, that's the wrong path. Move towards love. And this is all words anyway. We're here to have a bit of fun. We're here to talk philosophy. We're so blessed to be able to do this. Every day I feel so blessed that I can sit in front of a camera and talk philosophy to you guys. I take it seriously, but not too serious. So, hope that video helps, guys. And I'll see you beautiful people in the next one. Take care.